Hi, this is Dave Dearborn, and the gadget I'm going to share with you today is a hit counter. And you can put a hit counter on any page so you can watch the traffic. And the one I have here on my home page, you see at the bottom, and there's different kinds of hit counters. And the one I got is from Free Hit Counter, and the site is actually Free Counters Stat. And I looked around, and there's a bunch of them out there on the web. And you just got to be careful because sometimes they can put script in there and they can put things in your HTML code that actually directs your um, traffic to and back to your web page from different web pages. So all you have to do is look at the HTML code and you can see right in the code itself if there's web pages or not. So my advice is just be careful when using these, and I've looked around, and this one seems pretty safe and it's working pretty good already. And the counter that I have, there's actually two different types. What I mean by two different types is the one here that I'm using is not a unique counter, hit counter. When I say unique, that means it just picks up certain IP addresses. If you hit the page once and you come back again, it won't hit as a counter. It picks up unique counters, which means once you're on the page, it'll never count that again. So it picks up individual unique IAPs. So mine is public. So, and I hope the kid doesn't do this, but he could come up here to the refresh button and he can click that over and over and over and over as many times as he wants, and he can actually get my hit counter incredibly high. Since I already have one here, for the sake of doing this video, I want to place it on my computer science page. So I'm going to click there, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, and this is where I want to put it. And I did have some difficulty centering it, as I did at the bottom of the page here. The gadget, like when you click on it in edit mode, when you can align it left, center, or right, it would always come back to the left. So to overcome that, even multiple times after I tried, I still couldn't get to do it. So what I did is I put it back in edit, and I actually had to manually do that. So I just put the cursor in front, and I just hit the space bar and centered it that way, and it worked. Okay, so we're going to go to the hit counter page again, and that is freecounterstat.com. It's got a load of information up here. The home page is where we're at now. You can sign up for free. You don't even have to sign up, but basically signing up means once you put it on your page, you actually signed up. Changing the web counter if you want to change it, and you don't want to lose all the information that you have, you just follow the instructions on this page. Chrome and Opera, what they're saying is, heck, they got extensions here that you can actually add to your browser, and it'll put a little gadget up here where I have two of them already, and it actually shows you how many hits you have currently while you're viewing the internet. So it's kind of a neat little gadget. It's kind of neat little page. So we're going to go back to the home page, and I'm going to scroll down, and it's going to, I can actually do it here. I can click right here and start the setup. I'm going to come down here, and it gives you examples of a bunch of different ones. And I don't like any of these, so I'm going to go click here for more in the library. And I'm going to scroll down. As you can see, there's a lot of neat little features here. And I kind of like this one up here, so we're just going to use this one here, the very first one. Once you click on that, It's going to ask you the location where you are, and we're in America, so we need to scroll down. Let's see. And I'm going to match it up with, should have been at Chicago there. Yep, there it is. So I'm going to click on Chicago. And they were asking for the category of your site. And I just click down, and mine, of course, is just going to be for internet. If you want a subcategory, site creation, number of digits, got 4 there. I'm going to change that to 5. I can have it standard, which will look like this across your page, or I can actually come down here and customize it. I can do top left, and I'll show you what it looks like over there to here to here. It'll look like on your web page, and you go through all these buttons to see where you would like it. I'm going to stick with standard, and here it's got the hit counter, and then the visitor counter, and the public stats. Okay, this is what I was talking about. The unique one code, you would click this one, that one that just registers the IP, and once it's hit, it can never hit again. It can never change your counter. So the public stats is, that's where the kid can actually hit the refresh button over and over and over. You can do a visitor count too. This is what I like. I'm going to click submit. And it gives you 2 configurations. One here's with JavaScript, which we cannot do within Google Sites. So I'm going to take this one here, copy it. It gives you an alternative to email it, so you can also email it. And here's what that extension for the browser gives you that you can use also, but I'm not going to use that. So now I'm going to go back to my site, and I'm going to go back to the site, the page that I want to put it on, which is going to be computer science. And I'm going to click edit page. And I'm going to scroll down to where I want it. I'm going to click there. Once you click where you want it, I'm going to click HTML, the code, and this is at the end of my YouTube videos. Line division, there's break division, and then there's a break right there. And so I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to paste my code in there, and it should be there. And I'm going to click update, and you'll see my code right there. I can actually, I forgot to show this, but you can make this smaller too, or larger, whatever size you want it at the page. Once it's there, I'm going to click save. And well, by golly, it actually centered it this time for me. So it's actually there. Okay, since I have it on public, see, I can come up here to my refresh, and I can just click that, and you'll notice count the page. So since it's down so low, I think a kid would become kind of tired going back up there, hitting refresh, and then coming back down and do it over and over. So I think this is a safe place. What hit counters are really neat for stats. If you want to know how many people are actually hitting your site and looking at your site, it's a really neat tool. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.